otherwise.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants and the long ball beasts. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So almost ready to get underway. And starting in this one, Randy Johnson.
Well, just a three-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all three. Sometimes you can make that three look like four if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, one thing about it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those three pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
Strike two.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there as a pitcher. Got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
Going to count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One away. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Mike Yastrzemski, the next to hit, takes ball one. And now 2-0. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Here's a 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Swing and a slow roller, and it goes just foul. Oh, and 1 now. Swings through that one for strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. We head to the bottom of the first. Bottom half of inning number one coming up. No score after a half inning. Welcome back. And today's starting pitcher, Logan Webb.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Curtis Granderson. Here comes a pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Slater makes the play, and there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down. Oh, diving stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Here's the third baseman, Chipper Jones. That one's in there, 0-1. Webb, a guy after Tommy John surgery, changed his arm slot a little bit. He ditched that four-seam fastball, went with the sinker, and he's turned into a ground ball machine. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The 0-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Fitzgerald on the move. And makes the grab. And that is that. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. And now Jack Peterson. The wind of the pitch. Late on that fastball. Johnson, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Strike two.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Thairo Estrada to the plate. And that's in there for strike one. Second inning here, no score. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Next offering upstairs. One down, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are two outs.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Up the middle, Utley whips it to first, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, stepping in the long ball threat, Mark McGwire. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Remember Big Mac and Sammy Sosa going head-to-head in 1998? McGwire ultimately would lead the majors in home runs that year with 70 of them. McGwire led the majors in home runs 4 different times, including his rookie year in 1987. So now the DH spot, David Ortiz. Fought off foul. Chris Logan Webb, a Northern California guy, but he grew up a fan of the Oakland A's. He grew up going to both teams' games, Giants and A's, but his dad was an Oakland fan, so he loved the Tim Hudson, Bobby Crosby, Stephen Vogt teams with the Oakland A's. Fitzgerald makes the grab for the second out. And now the right fielder, Larry Walker. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Ryan Braun. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first, third out. So 1 hit is all they get. We play on to the 3rd inning. And here is Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford, a player who has been a stalwart at shortstop for the San Francisco Giants. Helped them win World Series in 2012 and 2014. And he comes from a line of Giants fans. His parents, Mike and Lynn, they had Giant season tickets. They took Brandon to games all the time growing up. The punch out there, down on strikes, and he knew it.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Next to hit, Patrick Bailey. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, Bay Area kid who loved his San Francisco Giants, and so cool that he...
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He'll circle the bases, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. Braun settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. He's 0 for 1. Wade in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2015.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And down on strikes he goes. Out number 3. Giants off to a good start. It's a solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Dives and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. So they get the first out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Chase Utley. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So digging in, Curtis Granderson. 0 for 1 so far. There's the strike. Out to center. Fitzgerald under it. Makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. A big run scores on the sac fly. We're tied at 1.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
So up next, Derek Jeter. Grounded out his first time. Most people think of Derek Jeter as being from Michigan, but the kid from Kalamazoo was actually born in New Jersey. This one popped up. Estrada makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So welcome back as we go to the top of the fourth. And digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. And strike two. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. And a foul ball. And he deals.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
On the ground, Utley throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. Back here at the ballpark, leading off, Chipper Jones. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And here it comes.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Jones around second. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Smash to the left side. Tosses to first, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. And now the DH, David Ortiz. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's the power speed combo. Larry Walker, 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And there's a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Left-hand batter waits. Hit hard, should be extra bases. One run is in, and that's going to roll to the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Passes third, he wants it all. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And stepping in is the speedy Ryan Braun. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Bounced out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Joe Mauer getting ready to hit. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Kicks and fires.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
2 down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Beasts lead it 4-1. Thairo Estrada, the next Giant to hit.
The second baseman, Thairo Estrada.
Johnson back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and Estrada is out.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
Smoked on the ground a second. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brandon Crawford, a kid who grew up a Giants fan. His dad had season tickets at Candlestick Park, and then at, what was it initially, Pac Bell Park. That one pulled foul. Two outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. And now the lefty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly, and they trail it 4-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Utley. The right-hander back to work. This one chopped to first. The flip to the pitcher covering, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So the batting order turns over, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Curtis Granderson. Swing and a grounder foul, first base side. Here's the 0-1. And a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with one away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That's ripped. Base hit. Granderson rounds second on his way to third. The run scores all the way from first. It's 5-1. In there safely.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Logan Webb won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Sean Shelley into the game.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
One down. Chipper Jones digs in now. 1 for 2. Line drive and foul ball. That smash towards center. Fitzgerald right there to make the grab. Runner tags for home. Runner from third comes across, and the lead is up to 5.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 5. The Beasts on top 6-1. And welcome back. And now Patrick Bailey. Bailey, in his rookie season, 23 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Johnson back to work. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Long run, nice grab. And there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Tyler Fitzgerald. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Walker makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So here's Wade now.
Wade Jr.
And he grounds 1 to the right side. Utley slings to first. That ends the frame. Offense held in check there to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Beasts with the lead 6-1. Bottom of the 6th. Here's some real power at the plate. David Ortiz. And the pitch. Crawford throws the first in time. One away, bottom of the sixth.
The right fielder,
So digging in, Larry Walker. He's already homered in this game. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now the left fielder, Ryan Braun. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. Jelly, the tall righty. £230, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Walker at first, one gone. For Sammy, multiple All-Star games, multiple Silver Sluggers, and of course that 1998 swings here and blasts one left field, and it's off the wall. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So, man aboard. Here's the speedy catcher, Joe Mauer. The other way. Yastrzemski makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in there. It's 8-1. And now here is Chase Utley. That's towards center. Crawford makes the grab. And the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 6 full. The Beasts have the lead, 8-1. So remaining in the game defensively, Sammy Sosa. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Mike Yastrzemski up here, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch. Yeah, there's the strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
now batting, the third baseman, Wilmer Flores.
And up next for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. And first offering is fouled off.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Manager out of the dugout, and righty reliever out of the pen, Rob Nen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone. It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And Jock Peterson stands in. That's in there. That's strike 1. Righty to the plate. Got it by him for the K. Giants are down. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Frank Thomas. The wind and the pitch. That to right. That one is gone. The Rockets 1 to right, and they add to their lead. It's 9-1.
I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it. And he was on that one. That's a big boost to the dugout.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Tristan Beck. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Now it's the shortstop. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Fitzgerald drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. So up next, Chipper Jones. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is in for a strike. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Luke Jackson up and throwing for Gabe Kapler. Rebbia getting loose as well. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that should be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. The run scores from third. It's 10-1. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. Around second now, going for 3. Pulls into third safely as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So one gone with a runner at third. And the batter now, David Ortiz. 1 for 3. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. A 2-run homer, and they add on. It's 12-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
New arm for the Giants, Johnny Brebbia. He's into the game with the bases empty. So digging in, Larry Walker. He's already homered here in this one. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Still only one out here in the inning. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Puts it away for the out.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Sosa batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. And that's a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
So 2 down. Now it's going to be Joe Mauer. That one's in there. 0-1. Sosa at second with 2 down. There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and it's 13-1. And he's in at third with an RBI triple.
Comes through with the RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Chase Utley will hit next. Now a fly ball to right center. And that should be extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. And they extend their lead. And he's got an RBI triple.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
So up next, Frank Thomas. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. In the air right field. Slater gets under it. Pulls it in on the warning track. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. 8th inning coming up. You're dialed into the show. Now into the ball game on defense, David Wright. He's in at shortstop.
Number 5, David.
So digging in, Thairo Estrada.
The second baseman, Thairo Estrada.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Tom Glavine.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
pitch. And that one in the air center field. And in fair territory, Frank makes the grab.
The right fielder, number 13, Austin Slater.
Austin Slater stands in. In there for strike one. Glavine, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Crawford stands in now and watches strike one. That's a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the veteran shortstop, David Wright. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Now around third, waving him home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
So Luke Jackson gets the call. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So up next, Chipper Jones. Hit hard, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. He's not stopping, on his way home. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And now, Mark McGwire. Oh, that hit him. The throw to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
So now here's the DH, David Ortiz.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up. With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
High fly ball down the left field line. Yastrzemski going back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Walker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a call. Strike. So now a pinch hitter, Pudge Rodriguez. And the right-hander deals. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Sam. Sammy Sosa. In there, and it's 0-1. Righty delivers. And there's a rocket into the outfield. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next to hit, Joe Mauer. Ripped on a line. And that will end the inning. But they go deep twice in the inning, both solo shots. 9th inning coming up. The Beasts on top here, 16-1. So coming into the game now on defense, Tim Raines. He takes over in right. Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey. Glavine goes 6.
Bailey.
6'1", more than 300 wins in his career, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Brian Wilson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Now that can happen when you're trying to dive out over the plate so you can control the outer half. Very difficult to get out of the way of good velocity in.
Uh-oh. Back-to-back batters hit